evening, everybody at YouTube. Once again, this is three middle-aged dudes just bullshitting about nothing. Fourth video of the night. Once again, we're doing our trailer reactions, and you know, and there are actually a lot of interesting trailers that came up. One of which was dun, 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 dun. Yes, the new Shin Godzilla Resurgence trailer came out. If it's not obvious, I'm Godzilla geek. Actually, you know, as a little kid, Godzilla was probably actually my first superhero. All right, when I started seeing the old movies with the Japanese dude in the plastic suit and everything, or the rubber suit and all of that with miniatures and everything, this guy was not a monster to me. He was a hero. All right. Granted, I didn't see the original 1954 movie, and I didn't know the connotation of what they had set up and everything. And as I got older, I learned the history of Godzilla, and yeah, a lot of respect with, you know, some things you outgrow, and I never outgrew Big G, you know. And the funny thing is that since I'm an adult with my own money, I got a lot of these motherfuckers now. Well, not as many as some people, but I've got enough. So, all right. But Shin Godzilla trailer, Resurgence from Toho. They, after seeing the reaction from Warner Brothers and what was it, Legendary's 2014 release of Godzilla for America, that particular release of the movie, it didn't offend Toho. All right, Toho didn't decide to go ahead and take the license back and say, no, you're never making fucking movies with our monster again, like they did with Universal back in 1998. So what happened was that on the heels of Godzilla 2014 in America, it made bank. It did well overseas. Toho, every once in a while, what happens is that Toho goes through, they make a crap load of Godzilla movies, and then they put Big G away for a few years, and they let him lie dormant. And then what they do is that they start poking at, you know, corners of media and pop culture and everything. They want to see if people are still interested, and then they'll decide to go ahead and bring out a brand new design Godzilla. This Godzilla right here is actually the design from Final Wars. Yeah, he's just a little bit sleeker and everything else. Not so bulbous and stuff like that. The 2014 Godzilla from Warner Brothers and Legendary did really, really well, and because of that, Toho went out of their way and said, hey, we don't have to do fucking market research. We know people are willing to pay for a Godzilla movie, and they decided to make another Godzilla movie that's set to come out July 29th this year called Shin Godzilla Resurgence. Guys, you saw the trailer. Give me your thoughts. Somebody cut me off because I could go on fucking. All right, seriously.
Well, I can't add any more than what you've already said, with the exception of I don't like his face. I just, in the trailer, it's just something that didn't fit right. But other than that, I mean, he was destroying Tokyo like he's supposed to. We didn't see his breath or anything, but he was just, you know, crunching the houses and whatnot, doing what Godzilla does.
Yeah.
But
he wasn't. What to you? He wasn't Matthew Broderick enough. He wasn't. Okay. Enough kidding aside. Godzilla. Oh, a love-hating relationship with Godzilla. Love for what the Japanese has done with Godzilla. Hate what the Americans did Godzilla until recently. The 1998 Lizard was total garbage. Everyone agrees with that.
Yeah.
I've never heard or I don't know or heard of anyone that's ever liked the 1998 movie.
Yep.
The 2014 movie, me and the Reverend went to go see that along with Theory, and we had a checklist.
Oh, yeah. I remember the checklist.
We had a checklist. We were like, look, if it has a hint of that 1998 garbage, then we're out. We're done. We're not going to see that. We didn't even pull any punches. We went to go see that. Did we go see that opening weekend?
Yeah, no, we went to see it opening weekend. In fact, it was funny was that we ran into quite a few people who were wearing Godzilla T-shirts. There was a few people that we got into conversations with that were like, we're just expecting a few things to happen. We don't expect them to eat tuna. We don't expect them to die after getting hit by 2 missiles. There was just so many things that we had on the checklist. All right, and the checklist.
Godzilla dies by 1 missile.
Yeah.
In the 1998 version, he dies by missiles.
Yep.
No, she.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
She dies by missiles.
Yep. Yeah. Our checklist was very, very simple. There was 3 things. All right. There's got to be a big fucking lizard. All right. He's got to fucking have those spikes on his back. Okay. And he's gotta have his fucking breath. All right.
Now they added certain things like the tail whip and even the fucking choke slam.
Well, no, the tail whip has actually always been part of Godzilla.
But that's my point. It had to be there, but it wasn't on our initial checklist because we were like, look, we're not going to be too picky here. In order to be better than the 1998 film, all you have to do is this.
You had all they had
this fucking monster,
Godzilla. All right, and the thing about it was that Toho. What a lot of people don't know about the Universal movie from 1998 was not only did it suck, but it sucked so bad that Toho went ahead and they pulled the Universal license. Universal went out of their way and they spent millions of dollars to get the license for Godzilla for new movies. It was supposed to be a trilogy that they planned to have. They made the first one, and the folks in the States were like, I'm not sure that's Godzilla. Toho, at the same time, they were on the verge of actually restarting the Godzilla series again, the Godzilla Millennium series, which if you've had a chance to look at them, they're great. Then again, I'm biased about it. I think they're great. But Toho was about to start up their Godzilla Millennium series with Godzilla 2000. That's what was shown here. And Toho saw the Universal movie, and they said, that definitely isn't fucking Godzilla. I don't know what the fuck you think that deformed iguana is, but here, we're going to take our license back. You're not touching this shit anymore.
Gray Mouse.
That's pretty much what happened.
Gray Mouse. He is not kidding. He said iguana.
Yep. For
me, Godzilla is Godzilla, man. And just like I said, there's a couple things that's got to happen. He's got to have his breath. He's got to have spikes on his fucking back. He's got to destroy Tokyo.
Yeah.
And not die just by a couple of tanks hitting him with
there's no death.
shots.
No, there's no death for the King of Monsters.
No.
There's no death for the King of Monsters. It's just as simple as that.
Yep.
He's got to destroy Tokyo.
Yeah.
That's got to happen.
No disappearing in cities.
No.
Yeah.
He's got a tower above Tokyo.
Tower up. No building hurting him. No building hurting him like in video games. Fucking no. And him going against other fucking monsters.
Yeah. That was the probably the downside, and let's kind of step away from the American versions of Godzilla for a second. But kind of the only downside with the 2014 Godzilla was the fact that they didn't acquire a license for any of the classic Godzilla monsters, the enemy monsters. I think Toho was actually really, they were really careful about going out of their way and licensing the Big G out. I mean, they waited over a fucking decade before they decided to even put him back on the plate. Okay.
Hey, look, they were like, all right, you can have this motorized machine, but we're not supplying you the batteries for it.
Yeah, you know, you're
going to have to push it and make it go so
Yep.
we know that it can actually move.
Yep.
And then we supply the batteries, and then I think that's the way they went with it. Because, trust me, those monsters are coming.
No, and the thing is that I believe Warner Brothers already added him to, I think, either the 2018 or 2019 slate. And I believe, if I remember correctly, they secured the licenses for Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. So
I was gonna say Rodan, right?
What's up?
Go ahead, Grandmas.
Go ahead, Grey Mouse. What's up?
No, I was saying I was gonna mention Rodan. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, you know.
But fucking stop destroying Los Angeles and New York. Branch out.
Yeah. No, there's
but don't go into a deserted field like in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to be able to go through like the Midwest in the plane or something like that. You know.
No.
I mean, I'd like to see Godzilla. I don't know, destroy the Space Needle in Seattle.
What about Chicago? Chicago's big.
Exactly. You know.
Exactly.
Stop on things in Chicago. The Sears Tower is there, right?
Yeah. Fuck all their shit up for a change.
You know. I mean, it's one of those things. Look, in 2014, all of the big monster movies, each and every one of them had a shot of them fucking up the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. And I don't think it was by fucking coincidence. I
don't think that was by coincidence either, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying. Pacific Rim had happened. Godzilla had happened. You know, it wasn't a fucking coincidence. All right? But
But what about this movie? How do you think this movie is going to influence? How do you think it's going to do? Is it going to be great, or is it going to be cheesy a bit, or is it going to satisfy everybody's needs as far as?
I think Godzilla has always been kind of cheesy, hasn't it? I mean, kind of.
No, King Kong has always been cheesy.
It really depends on the connotation that they go back and use. Like
don't have Godzilla falling in love with some broad, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Godzilla in the original 1954 movie was pretty much a protest. It was Godzilla was used as an analog of the terrors of atomic warfare.
Absolutely, that's how it started.
You know, it was a horror movie. It was a true monster movie, horror movie. As more movies were made, you know, the 60s came out, and then they went ahead and they kidified them all the way through the 60s and 70s. They took a break, brought them back in the 80s, and then they took a break again throughout the 90s, and they brought them back with the Millennium series. Well, and Universal did their thing, which was horrible. All right. What it looks like is that they went back to making Godzilla a bad guy. And I will tell you right now that in all of the Millennium series, in all of the Millennium series movies from Toho, Godzilla is a bad guy. All right, he's a bad monster. He's not only just the big force of nature, but he is mean, he is smart, and he is fucking angry, just willing to level everything in his fucking path to go ahead and destroy whatever the fuck is bothering him. All right. With this particular one, it looks like they went back to the whole having Godzilla as an analog for the horrors of weapons of mass destruction. Because if you've seen the design, I'm just like you, Grey Mouse. I am not a big fan of the fact that it looks like they got the guys from Attack on Titan to go ahead and redesign his look. All right, Shingeki no Kyojin. All right,
I'll say it now. His face is fucked up.
I'm not just fucked up. It's just it's obvious that they went back to making him like I said, a horror movie monster. That's him right there. All right, that's what he looks like. So this is it's not just his face. He's all burnt up and fucking bone and shit. I mean, he's got this fucked up grill. All right, these beady fucking eyes. Okay, This is not the Godzilla you would sit there and invite home for fucking dinner. All right, that's just okay.
So Reverend, you're not gonna get a figurine of this Godzilla for your collection?
If it's not $200 fucking, of course I will.
I mean,
I just don't know if I'm gonna put him in the front of everything.
His whole, he looks like a burnt out dinosaur, dude.
Yeah,
Seriously, I mean, like, really? Nah, man.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Like he was overcooked with the radiation.
Like I said,
That's what they're trying for.
Yeah,
That's what they're trying for.
If you've ever seen
modern look.
I am not a fan of way he looks, his face. It's just, I mean, can you have a picture of his back?
Let's see if I can find more artwork or more pictures.
Oh, yeah, okay. If it's smooth, it's over. He's actually got more rails of fucking of spines. Instead of 3, it's like 5 now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he better have his atomic breath, and they better shine up first before he does it.
Yep. Let's see here.
I'll never forget when we were in that theater and he the shit started shining up. I mean, I think me and a whole bunch of people went to the edge of their seats like, oh my God, is it actually happening? And when it happened, the theater erupted like, holy shit!
Oh.
I'm sorry, Godzilla in this adaptation, he looks like a burnt up dinosaur, a burnt up Tyrannosaurus Rex with spikes on his back.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like seriously, or does he have spikes on his back?
Yes, he does.
He better.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But this is a Japanese version.
Yep.
The Americans aren't doing this, so.
Well, yeah.
Let them fuck their own shit up, I guess.
Well, like you said, there's if you've seen the Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin manga, right? Which is wildly popular in Japan. Attack on Titan as a series, even though those motherfuckers can't find their way back home, and they've spent seasons and hundreds of chapters just trying to get back home to a fucking basement. All right.
Yep.
It got wildly popular, and let me go ahead and I'll pull up some a picture for you, and you'll see why I said that it looks like they got their okay, let's use this one here.
I just say I'm not a fan of how he looks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his design, but this
still looks better than the 1998 Godzilla.
Yeah, he actually looks like Godzilla. That's what the Titans look like.
Yeah.
In fucking Shingeki no Kyojin. Notice how it has like the bare fucking muscles.
Yeah.
Like there's no skin and the impossible number of fucking teeth. Yeah, that's pretty much what they took inspiration from for this particular Godzilla. I mean, that's my biggest gripe.
Let's just hope that it's not a burnt up Barney the dinosaur, dude.
No, what they've said so far, and what they've kind of confirmed from press release is that this is the largest version of Godzilla ever. Okay. Up until that point, the 2014 version, as far as physical size and scale, was the largest version of Godzilla. At something
that doesn't fix that he's all fucked up looking, man.
Well, hold on a second, because like I said, there's a few things that they've confirmed. All right, they confirmed that he's good. This is his biggest version ever, and they've also dropped rumors and hinted at the fact that that's not his final form. So
he's going to do morph?
Well, no. I mean,
better not.
If they're borrowing from anime and manga, maybe they're going to shove him in some gigantic gravity chamber or hit him up with some senzu beans or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh god.
Either way, I'm fucking excited. So I'm gonna watch this shit. You know, I'm gonna.
Are you gonna have the capacity to make fun of it if it's not good?
Yes. Yes.
Wait. We talked about the 1998 film, okay?
Yeah, I know. I just
Look,
nothing is above scrutiny.
no.
I've made fun of things I like on a regular basis, so that's
Exactly.
that's.
I just want to make sure it's clear. Because it's obvious that you are a Godzilla fan through and through.
Yeah. You know, like I said, this.
That doesn't mean he's gonna praise some
Bullshit.
garbage.
Yeah, you know, look, there's only one personal hero of mine. Actually, there's probably two personal heroes of mine that I probably can't talk bad about. And guess what? They're both dead. So chances are I'm never gonna get around to that point. But when it comes to entertainment media and everything else, if there's something that occurs, all right, with the glowing charcoal piece of monster that they're calling Godzilla now, I will be able to make comments about it. I am rather positive I'll be able to.
I had no doubt. I was just pulling your leg, man. But you know, with me, am I going to see it? Yeah, because it's Godzilla.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just. I grew up with Godzilla as well. Yeah, I mean, Godzilla. Come on.
Hey, come on now. Growing up in the 80s, for
Like
me, it was video games, cartoons, kung fu movies, wrestling, and monsters.
Yep.
Damn it.
you know, like you said earlier, theme. You know, the king of monsters.
King of freaking monsters.
Yep.
And fucking going outside and having fun and exercising and ice cream trucks and
Kickball.
Fritos, all that type of shit. But yeah, monster movies was a part of that, regardless of how cheesy they were. We didn't care. And Godzilla is the fucking king. So bring that shit out. Let's see it.
Let's see it. Yep.
I mean, I am definitely very, very excited. You know, dude, fucking dude. I'm gonna spare us the rest of my gushing. So, any thoughts in conclusion, fellas?
Finish the movie and let's go see it.
Oh, that's it for me.
With that, folks, thank you for spending the last 10, 15 minutes with us. If you're so kind, please hit like and subscribe. I've got a channel. He's got a channel. He's got a channel. We've all got channels. I felt like Oprah for a second there. If you can, take
the monsters.
Monsters.
I'm not going to touch that one. All right. If you can, take the time out to go ahead and check out each of our channels. We've got new stuff up, new stuff that we're putting up every week. You know, we are three middle-aged dudes just bullshitting about nothing. This is going to wrap it up for our trailer reactions this week. We're going to move on to some gaming news next. See us really soon in the next video. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
And this is Gray Mouse 1.
Monsters, damn it.
Godzilla. Yes.
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 Yes. That.
Yes.
Yes. Damn it. And his teeth and face is not fucked up. Yeah. Godzilla, damn it. Credits.